24.
I just wanted to make it known that none of these videos are in present time, and they might not be in present time for a long time until I catch up, and I don't know when that's going to be. So like, yeah, you can have that expectation. And if you're a person who knows me IRL, these are events that happened and have shaped my life to what it is right now. So yeah, and enjoy. The sole purpose of these videos actually is for me to have a way to look back on my life, and if you guys enjoy them, congrats. I'm so sorry to say that, but like, if you enjoy them, I'm glad you're enjoying them. If you don't, that's okay, you can click out. It's really for myself, not really for other people. Yeah, that's all I can say, really.
Morning. Hope you're all doing well on this mighty, beautiful Monday morning. I think I underestimated the weather. I need to change my outfit because it's too cold. I need to wear a sweater because I'm gonna freeze. It's cold. Just because it's 22 degrees and the humidity is high, it's still a bit cold and the sun's not out. So I can't be wearing a sweater and a light long sleeve top. I'm gonna die.
This is so sticky. The butter? I took a break and I decided to hop into Blank, and they had I.O., which I thought was a really good show. I think it's one of the shows that I will remember for a while. It was well curated. I felt like as if everything had been well considered. In the space itself, there was enough breathing room for all the works and stuff. And the whole premise of the show was to celebrate the 10 years of Blank project as a space, as from where like it started, with all the artists that it started with, to where it is right now. It ran from the 6th of May till the 24th of June in 2023, obviously. And this show had works from Ikshan Adams, Sabelo Mlangeni, Jared Ginsberg, Kyle Morland, Donna Kukama, Gregory Olympio, James Webb, Gerda Sheepers, Kimangwale Wuhere, Lerati Shodi, and Zoe Paul. And I can't even begin to tell you how much I enjoyed it. I was there for a long time. I think I was there for probably an hour. It was such a great show. walked over to Stevenson right after blank, as they are in the same street, and Stevenson had 2 shows on, which was So Joseph's The History of Oblivion. What a beautiful show. It had canvases of various dimensions that pulled the viewer into the painting. Some were stories within stories. From the little things that I could make out, I concluded it was about slavery, only to find that the artist was paying homage to the victims of the slave trade from her neighborhood and beyond. There was so much symbolism. Some felt like it had some like biblical connotations from what I could make out. I'm not 100% sure, but that's how it felt for me. And at some points I found it was quite humorous, actually, and it was quite enjoyable. It was such a beautiful way to portray those who were long forgotten, and her use of color softened the way one received the subject matter within the paintings, and her painting style, oh my word, it often made me feel like I was looking into the past, and it felt very dreamlike. It's a type of exhibition where you could go in and lose yourself for a long time. I'm so humid. I don't know why, but the first thing that came to my mind when I saw these 2 kids in the painting was the Cramp twins, that cartoon. If you know it, oh my word. Juxtapositions was the next show, and it was quite funny because it was literally that. It was just a juxtaposition, and it was the second rendition of this show, which is a part of Stevenson's gallery series of idiosyncratic 2-person exhibitions. This exhibition served to highlight Unathi Mkhonto and David Goldblatt. The 2 artists are both occupied with the urban landscape and human trace within it, which offers a discussion on spatial politics and power. Unathi Mkhonto's medium consists of cardboard, wood, and paper in his body of work, and David Goldblatt works with photography. The photographs and the sculptures share a great relationship, and they felt like they were well considered within the space. It didn't feel odd. I don't know how to describe, but they worked very well, and they spoke to each other quite well, and it was easy to maneuver around it. It didn't feel like as if you were giving one more attention in comparison to the other. In the viewing room, there was a Simpiwe Nzube work, and oh my god, I think it speaks for itself. It's so beautiful. There's nothing like walking into an exhibition and thoroughly enjoying a show. I don't think you guys understand, like thoroughly enjoying the way in which they curated it, the spacing between the paintings, literally every detail down to the T. There's nothing like that. I don't think in my life there is anything like that. Today's show, enjoyed them. Stevenson's humorous, very humorous. I think a thing that bothers me whenever I go to exhibitions and just in general is when an artist's work looks undone, unfinished. And this especially happens when you paint a whole canvas and you don't paint the sides. Like, if you're gonna do that, you have to frame your work so that no one knows that the canvas is like white on the side. I love when a painting is fully finished. If you're going to stretch a canvas, you're going to stretch it and you're going to paint it on the sides, even if it's just a plain background, but not just the
canvas bare. Like that for me is sloppy. If you ever want me to not eat something, just do this. Just put raisins and I really won't.
Where they made African flavors. It shows the chocolates. So the chocolate is when Mr. Wonka went on an expedition around the world.
This is based on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Found a village of people who were living in trees and living with the resources around them. Felt bad for them, like, oh, look at these poor Negroes. Let me take them to my factory to make them work for me and pay them in chocolates.
Per.
It's just like, you know, the chocolates that we eat and the fact that it's made from cocoa farms.
Which they also got from Africa.
They also got from Africa with underpaid child laborers in particular.
And they decided chocolate would be sufficient as a payback.
As a payment. And look, proudly showing
chocolate.
it off.
Your Negro ancestors wouldn't be proud.
That's wonderful.
Just a moment for my teeth. Anyways, today was a good day. Thoroughly enjoyed those exhibitions. Thoroughly loved them. But the only issue I have is, why do artists not paint on the sides of the canvas? That's my only issue. That's it. The thing that pisses me off is walking to a gallery space and being like immersed in the experience, and then someone interrupts you and then they ask how you're finding the show. As you can see, I am still currently busy, and they come and interrupt you again. Guys, what is the point of a gallery space if I can't just walk through it silently and then if I want to speak, I'll come to you. I know who you are. Good morning, new day, new dawn, and I'm feeling good. Yesterday I went to see some galleries and I actually enjoyed myself so much. I think one thing I really do enjoy is being in a gallery space, especially when it's quiet, and just being there and being entertained by the art and myself, because I do think I'm quite funny. But I really did enjoy myself, and doing that, I think that's peak happiness for me. I'm feeling very good this week, and I think it's important for me to highlight the weeks where I feel good. I feel quite happy going into the week. I feel quite confident in myself, and in general, life feels really good. And I think it's because yesterday I decided on just taking some time for myself, and I wasn't even doing research when I took the time for myself, you know. It was a thing of, it was quite intentional, and I just allowed myself to be alone with myself. I didn't even have music playing, nothing. I was in a space I feel like I was in both galleries for an hour and a half maybe, or half an hour, but a long time, or an hour, and I just enjoyed myself. And I want to do that more with myself, because I think we underestimate how important it is to create a relationship with yourself where you're very comfortable. And especially because, I don't know, I go back and forth with a lot of decisions that I've made, and in general, there's a lot of self-doubt that I've been experiencing in the past year in terms of my decisions. And that time with myself yesterday allowed me to be fully present with myself and to build that relationship that I have with myself, you know, which is quite important, because I think being one in a gallery really affirmed the fact that I still want to be doing this, because I've been thinking about changing my career path, because I still have time. I'm 24, and it really was like, I'm really going to do this. Even though I really get discouraged, I'm really still going to pursue this, and I think that was necessary. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good time on Earth, because I currently am, even though last week I wasn't. I mean, Brecky Chaggy bought me such a cute mug. Love it. I'm having some avocado toast, as per usual, my favorite thing to eat on Earth. If I feel like the people who hate avocado, right, don't eat the good avos. And I say this as a person who, I literally grew up eating avocado on the tree, bro. Like, my cousins and I would climb up a tree and eat an avocado in the tree, bro. Nangiti, I feel like the people who don't like avos because they've been eating the wrong avocados in their life. That is a fact. And it also goes the same with mangoes, but that's a story for another day. You have to experience avos from Bumalang before you tell me that avos are not nice. Yo, lunchtime. I'm getting some vitamin D, and I learned that apparently the best way to get some good vitamin D on your stomach. How does that even make sense? Like the sun being on my stomach. Anyway, yeah. And I'm having some green tea with sugar in it. Yes. So, I'm teaching myself how to use Adobe, like the InDesign, everything. Starting with Photoshop today. At least I know how to use Lightroom. Starting with Photoshop today. And then, yeah, I'm posting this to keep myself accountable, because I actually need to upskill. Like, one thing about this life, you need to upskill, even though they're gonna underpay you anyway. You need to upskill yourself. Lay all your love on. Good morning. I want to start it off with lately I've been struggling to like wake up and sleep. Actually, not wake up. I've been struggling to fall asleep. Like, my overthinking is hectic, and even if I'm tired, like, I'll be overthinking. Then I'll obviously be doing things like scrolling on TikTok or watching something to try and preoccupy my mind. But my mind is so occupied that even watching a series, I can only like be invested for like 5 minutes, and then I just need to be doing something else because I'm still thinking about whatever it is that I'm thinking about at the time. Like, I cannot keep my focus on something for longer than 5 minutes. Anything. I don't know why. And this has been happening quite a lot. This morning I also woke up with my eyes like really sore. I think it's also because that has to do with the fact that I'm not wearing my glasses as often as I should. But I'm kind of tired of wearing glasses, man. Like, I'm tired. I'm okay with the fact that I can't see. I'm okay with whatever else is happening. Like, what can I do? I'm going to be wearing glasses for the rest of my life. So I might as well take breaks in between, which is not good for your eyes. Like, my eyes are really painful today. But because that's what I did, and that's going to continue happening. It literally feels like someone is like pulling here at something. Yeah. And I still want to talk about
race, nationality, and ethnicity, and the differences between, and why it's so important for us to know the differences between the two things, because there are so many things that people don't understand because they equate or use them in the same manner when they don't understand that they are different, even though they can be, in some context they can, like, what is the word, man? You know, like they can cross paths, but it doesn't mean that you can use them interchangeably. I'm really struggling with concentration, and yeah, it's because one, my glasses are not on. I feel like there's some relationship that happens, some chemical something that happens when you take off your glasses, right? But then the reason I took off my glasses is because they're also giving me a headache, so I have a feeling I have to go to an ophthalmologist. But that costs 1.7 rand. 1.7. And last year I had to pay for it myself out of my own pocket, so I am not really like keen to do that, you know what I mean? And I have other things that I have to think about, because there's a possibility if I go to an ophthalmologist and then I go to an optometrist, then I have to change my glasses. Those are expenses. If anything, I just hate the fact that this is going to be my life forever. I really can't. Like, it's actually the one thing that gets me down is that I can't just wake up one day and just see, like, my eyesight is good like this, right? But anything outside of my arm's length, it's blurry, and I'll never be able to see, like, clearly in my life. People can tell me about LASIK, but LASIK is not the best option, in my honest opinion, when you look at the research. And also, don't you ever ask yourself why optometrists wear glasses? All of these people don't take the alternatives and blah blah blah. But anyway, I'm rambling, but all I wanted to say really is I'm struggling to concentrate without my glasses on, and with them on, and I'm just struggling, and it's not getting better, man. It's not getting better, mate. Something I really find really tacky is cancelling on plans with your friends last minute, and especially because I think trying to meet up with your friends is like a hard thing to do, right? And I get it, people opt out because of different reasons and whatever, yeah, I get that. But if you've taken it upon yourself and made a date and planned something, unless it's for health reasons, you cannot be cancelling on a person just because you don't feel like it. You've already committed to that. You need to see it through. I feel like it's very inconsiderate when people cancel based on how they feel, or because today you woke up and you were in a bad mood. Like, see it through. You made the plans, see them through. It's like sometimes I don't feel like doing something, but I've committed to it. A commitment is something that you do even outside of, like, how you feel, unless, like, your friends and you have been keeping in comms and it's been something that's been going on for a while. That's different. But you can't just wake up on that day and decide to be like to the person, oh, I don't feel like coming. Like, they've also put some things on hold to see you, so be considerate. So I have to get ready now. I'm gonna go take a shower after I eat, because I'm going to Stellies. I'm gonna see my friend Zonica. I actually haven't seen that girl. I think, what year is it? 2023. The pandemic started in 2021. I've seen her on Zoom in class, but IRL, I think either 2021 or 2020, which is insane, because when the pandemic hit, we were all at home. Then after that, she left and she went to France. So I don't think I've seen her since 2020. It was 2021, early 2021. When did I start doing my honors? Last year was 2022. Honors 2020. Yo, but I haven't seen her in a long time, is what I'm saying.
So I'm very excited. Not even kind of. I'm very excited. Oh, man,